Good morning. I, by nature, is free from characteristics. Is freed from the identification with the body, with the mind. That's why it is expressed, I am that. By nature. And that allows all the events like birth of bodies and mind, personal life and death. That's how it expresses itself. Just to see that is enough. One can be captured by that during a personal life because of, we don't know why because, but, or one can remind himself, as you like. The only thing I see is that one is captured by that when he doesn't think. So, you cannot, it will not work to work on a body and mind to see that. Body mind will remain in the domain of body and mind, with all its results, accomplishments and the opposites. To see that, you have just to give yourself a moment of a space. Beliefs attached to this way and really not thinking will also make disappear the thinker. You see, I is a bit like when you see, I don't have it now, but a ring, golden ring, is the gold. The nature of the ring is the gold. It is not, the characteristics are put upon the gold. It's the same with I. So by nature, I am that. If you have any inspiration to tell me, welcome, or its opposite, any doubt, or more clarity you want, be very free to ask. Before coming, I wanted to see a shloka which was sent to me. So let's see it together. Now the shlokas comes through this. Yeah. So. I don't dare to say the Sanskrit. I don't know, I've not read yet. In the case of all entities which are birthless, the word permanent or impermanent cannot be applied. Distinction cannot be maintained with regard to an entity where words do not function. It comes from Gaudapada, a very old friend. One of Master's favorite. So in the mind, there is no adequate possible description.
Ganga?
Yeah, we have a
You
mic.
have a mic, huh? Yeah. So what has been showing up for me is that one has to be totally fed up with this whole thing. Otherwise you will not take the risk or the effort to not listen to this survival instinct of the mind. And there are moments in life when you're totally, we say fucked here, and and then it's kind of easier because you're tired of the game. When life is kind of flowing easily, I sit down and say, okay, what is it all about? Or, what is to try to not think. Trying is not doing it. And to not think. But then for a moment then comes a new thing, and if you're not totally fed up, you go with it, whatever it is.
Yeah,
This is my experience, and
it's mine too.
yeah,
I think it was, yeah,
yeah,
sure, sure. Because if there is still the slightest curiosity in the mind, of course you will go with the mind to dig or to find out, you know.
yeah.
It's true. It's true. So you are fed up most of the time.
Yeah, sometimes it comes, but then there is this mechanism of suppressing it and waiting for a better moment. You know, this kind of games.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
that's not fed up. That's yes, interest in this. Yeah. And I cannot by thinking or whatever make it happen that I'm totally fed up. It is not in the capacity. And yet also it is possible to say, no, it's enough. It's really enough. But that it goes through the bones, through the flesh, you know what I mean? That it's really enough. Otherwise I would not talk like this.
Yeah. You look very relaxed in telling it. Which is a change with you. Yeah, you cannot help to try all the possibilities which are presented to you to try to achieve what you hear about the subject, if it is your subject. Sure. And there are many teachings which offer things to do for it. And there is also included in the teachings one teaching called no teaching, but still a teaching in a way, still an indication, where they say you have not to do anything. But for not doing anything, you have to be fed up, or exhausted, or, yeah, I quit the subject, and you knowing very well immediately after that you do still something to quit. So you are completely... Yeah. For example, when I read the shlokas, it is not with the hope to learn something more or whatever. It is just that I may enjoy the perfection of telling something which is absolutely uncatchable. That's all. Yeah. For that one surely has to have seen that the mind is totally, it has in every direction a dead end about it. Yeah. If there is any hope, please tell. But what is realized by itself is much better than hope, I tell you.
still have some hope in a kind of understanding. I just think, as I sitting here.
Okay, the understanding is to understand that you cannot understand.
But even this, I can.
Yeah, but then you see the directions which are presented to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what is the direction? It is the mind. So why do you go there? You can go there during your way of life, but I mean, if you come to satsang, it's just to be the nature of your real I, let's say, or of what is. So why should you go in with your mind? When you hear the mind, I tell you, it's something else. It's an expression of, we don't know what it is, but we are it. But it is not meant, it cannot be, there is no capacity for the mind to know from where it arises. So be busy being rather than in trying to know what it is. You will never know. And just being will make your mind surrender. So in a way, at peace, he will not again try to know what it is. And if he does, it's because you also have to play, no, in this world. You know that it's impossible, but it's interesting maybe to express or to see better. But it will not be as an answer to your search. So, as long as you are busy with the directions, you don't ask also, who is the seeker? It's also a direction, but it touches the root cause of all this expression. Who is the seeker? Any answer to that is a thought. Mind. So don't catch it.
It's uncatchable. That's the answer what was in my mind.
It's okay. It's uncatchable. Now appreciate, honor that. And how can you do? Just being freed even from that finding.
Somehow this urge, this running doesn't stop.
The search, the urge.
The search, this running inside.
Yeah.
It cannot stop, even if
Okay.
I say
It will stop only when you catch the seeker. Can you say simply search? No, I search, isn't it? It's I who search. And what do you mean by I? It's your person, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now, rather than being hypnotized by the events which happens to I and eventually also that search, just remain alone with that so-called seeker. How long can he stay if you don't give him a direction? Ah. Thank you. That I mean by split second. It's always here, always available. Even if you are in your mind now, it doesn't matter. You know it's the mind. If you just want to be naked without your mind, just do it as I said. Who has a mind? I. Don't add anything. No question anymore. Yeah? Yes.
One. I would like to know more about the discernment.
About?
Discernment.
Ah.
Discernment.
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 Discernment. Discrimination or something.
Yeah.
Discernment. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, like, how the ego can hide the responsibility to take the responsibilities in life, taking the indications in a way to not difficult to explain, not really act in a way, in the way that it has to act.
But who told you it will be like that?
Sorry?
You have a great imagination about the subject. Who told you it's like that? First of all, when I hear the word ego, it's a good trick of the mind to avoid to say I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's better to say I. Ego is already, ego is always not good. And I live like this, experience like this, question like this. Okay. So, how the mind can ever know what it is? So if you speak of the life, we speak of you as a person having your personal life, and there you are totally free or not, according to your circumstances and your past, to do whatever you want, to follow whatever is essential for you. But in satsang we don't touch that, because that we touch it since myriads of years. And finally, we find, okay, now I want to know something else. I want to know who I am actually. So that will not be in this realm of the creation, of the life, as you say. It is it's very strange to express it, because it cannot express it, but surely it is not going into the mind that will give you the sense of being, which makes you feel, oh, actually, really I am that. I am that first, that's my base, and all the rest is the creation. And in the creation, I don't touch, because this is everybody's freedom and destiny. Things happen as they have to happen. Yeah. So how does it fit about with your question? I don't know.
Fits very well.
Yeah? Ah, okay.
It's always beyond that, the thoughts, always beyond the thoughts.
Maybe prior, huh?
Prior. So, is there anything to understand? Nothing to understand?
Yeah, you can understand that it's not in the mind that you will realize who you are. It's a big understanding.
Yeah. Who is discernment? What is discernment?
The impediment, it is the question itself, which comes from the mind. Who told you there is an impediment? There is no impediment.
No, discernment.
Discernment. Okay, discernment. So, what did you ask? Who is? What was the question then?
What is?
What is to see what's right or wrong, or what's valuable or not for you, what is essential or not. This is discrimination.
But it comes from thoughts.
Yes, it's thoughts. But you see, when you search, you are in your mind. So if you search who I am, for example, if it is the case, you need discrimination to see, oh, really, I am not this and I'm not that. So it's a tool. So like this, you have a kind of guideline to go back from where the mind comes from, rather than to go out with the mind. Yeah? And otherwise you have your own discrimination for the life, but that's very personal.
Thank you.
in the mind there will be never a truth, you see. It's all personal truth. For you, this is what looks the best or right, or there is no truth in the mind. So it's of no use to be fanatic with an opinion. Be fanatic for yourself, but don't spread the fanatism. Yeah, that's very good to know. So let's go back to Satsang. Have you a question? Do you still search? Otherwise, it's very good to be together with nothing.
Search, keeping quiet, is a search, or it will be a determination?
Only if what?
Is a search,
Yeah.
or it will be a determination?
It's a search or it will be determination.
Complicated. Okay. We are going to do that. I'm here and keep quiet.
Yeah, you kept quiet. Yeah, you kept very quiet up to now.
But if I'm alone, it's a search. Normally, it's a search, a kind of search.
Okay.
But it can be a determination on that search. And maybe it will be keeping quiet.
I don't understand anything.
I tell it complicated. Okay? Let's try to put it simple.
Yeah, try.
If it's a kind of determination, strong determination, it will be keeping quiet in some way. But if it's a search, normally it's not keeping quiet.
Yeah, but I don't why you say strong determination to be not to be with the mind, for example.
Not to go with the mind, yes.
Yeah, there is a movement like this, opposite to the movement of before. Now it's a direction, that determination is a direction to just realize that you never left what you are. So it was only in the mind to think, was away and now I am determined to be back. It's all the story in the mind.
Then is a search.
That creates the search, yeah? Sure. Yeah. Till a moment you are able to hear, oh, maybe I have not to consider the in or the out of my mind any direction, because anyway what the mind will present, or wherever there is an accomplishment with the mind, let it be in also, it's not it, because it's in the mind. So then I think you can keep quiet. Ah. Hmm?
I think with that question, what I pretend,
What?
what I want or pretend,
Yeah.
is that naturality.
Is what?
That natural.
May you put that near? I don't
That
hear.
natural accomplishment of keeping quiet.
But why you are busy with that? Just keep quiet.
Okay. I cannot ask you answer to you or why I'm busy with this. But I'm busy with that.
But you see, when it is expressed, keep quiet, it's just to allow you this moment to be naked with yourself. It's not a way of life. Soon after, life will continue and will this and that, and then whenever you keep quiet again. But that will not make you search again, because you know very well who you are then. Hmm? Who you are is not keeping quiet. Who you are, we don't know what it is, but it is while keeping quiet that it's obvious. Hmm? The state of your mind can be anything. It's not necessarily it has to be quiet. It's just that you don't consider it for a moment. That's keeping quiet. Keeping quiet is a result of something else.
Sorry, but I must ask that. What's something else?
That's what you cannot describe. That's what you are. That's what you are. And the result will appear sometimes. Sometimes you keep quiet and sometimes you don't keep quiet. It doesn't mean you are lost. It's the mind which keeps quiet or not. But now, by now you have known, I'm not the mind. Even if I have the experience many times, maybe 99% times I am the mind, I know I'm not the mind. So it doesn't matter. The print, the impact of that moment is much more than all other prints. Because it's your nature.
I must go just to clear. When somebody asked to Nisargadatta if he did something to accelerate the process.
If he did something.
To accelerate the process. Maybe it was not these words, but the
Yeah.
sense it was, he asked that, where I read that, he answered that he did what his master indicated and something else. Then my question comes on that sense. If I sit each day and I try to be quiet,
Mm.
most of the time doesn't work.
Mm.
Then I think
No, but you see that it doesn't work. So what do you see? You see your mind. Are you your mind?
No.
Ah, then what? The problem is that you want your mind in a certain way. Leave it. That is not, it is not in your hands.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you are relieved.
Yes, somehow yes.
That's why in the history of wise men, some look absolutely more enlightened than others, which is not true, but their behavior is quieter. So people are hypnotized by the quietness. But it doesn't mean if someone is furious or whatever that he is not, and so on. So that shows all those different characters, you see. It has nothing to do with the shape of the mind. That's not in your hands.
That's wrong.
Huh?
That's wrong to try to do that, to try to keep quiet. Then that's wrong on the way of my mind.
If you still search, the best is to remind yourself not to listen to the mind. If you are reminded, just be. And pass your life like this. I mean, what to do? It's a life like this. So, you see, we have to remove this archetype, which is religious, that the life will be more saintly or more quiet or more whatever, more detached, more desireless. It's a religious image. This is not in our hands how to appear. So you can give up the idea how it will look like. Everything is that. So don't spend a single moment anymore on that concept, how it will look like, how it has to look like, how it doesn't look like, so I am not. Enough. Enough. Be freed from the tyranny of opinions and concepts. You can have opinions, of course, but no, that's very personal and it's for the life and whatever. It has nothing to do with your being. Good? Clear? If it is not clear, there to tell, I will make you clear. For example, very funny, if you look, I look to my photos when I was 20 and all, near the Master, I look much more enlightened than now. Because I was in heaven. I was looking so happy in heaven to be with my Master. It's just an example. So don't be fooled by the looks. Doesn't mean anything. That's a big relief, isn't it? No, don't take it as an excuse.
Then, without concepts, I will keep the. I will keep one question if I'm here or not, and I Satsang, and I put the question, who are singing? I. The answer is I. And I will keep going. Who am I?
No, it's enough. I alone. How long it stays? Or you jump on a thought, or you disappear.
The point is, when I jump in another thought.
What you did now, yeah?
Yes, what I did now. But normally is what happens, and is what, in some sense, my concept of what should be.
But if you jump on a thought, nothing wrong, but know that you jump in a thought, so it will be the world, for example, and if you are no more there, you keep quiet, naturally. I mean, what else do you want to know? It's 2 sentences, it's already a big knowledge, heavy knowledge. And the knowledge that you are in your mind can be at once when something rises, or it can be not years, let's say hours later. It doesn't matter. Oh. An urgency or not? Thank you very much.